Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo, and it has been one hell of a Friday. Gonna push through. Gonna chat with you for a little bit here at the end of a week. Don't really want to get into why I feel defeated, lack of a better word. This stream and what I do here is intended to be an escape. And sometimes it's difficult for me to escape, my own life. And everything's fine on the home front. Everything's normal. In fact, I was telling Jedi today, as a matter of fact, I thought, hey, I drove past a lemonade stand. I tweeted this, and I thought, what if Jedi sold 3D printed items, right? And so I went online. I found a couple like dragons to print that are commercially, you could sell them commercially. So I'm thinking of printing like, a few different dragons in the different filament colors. And the idea would be that she can have a little stand and then put a little sign up, say, $1 toy, dollar, 3D printed toys or something, like a little placard or a sign. And now I just need to build up the army, right? Sorry, I'm a little tilted there. Now I have to actually build up the, that's even more tilted. I'm really off kilter. I needed a V8. So now I need to actually make prints that she could sell. So I'm thinking like dragons, that I would have the ability, she would have the ability to sell. I don't know if any Star Wars inspired things, that'd be pretty cool, but I'm trying to find little, those kind of things, quick to print, really fast to print, and then printing them in multiple colors. And then she's got, I'd imagine like 20 sitting out and a little sign that says like $1, prints or whatever. And then people walking their dog or whatever would see it, kids or adults, and would potentially, buy these prints from her. So it's kind of like a lemonade stand, but not lemonade, right? Everyone has a lemonade stand, but I told Jedi, I'm like, that's a competitive advantage. Like, you don't want to sell food. Everybody else sells food. Anybody can sell food. But what you have is something that nobody else has. It's a competitive advantage. So I ran it by her, and she's interested. Now I actually have to, follow it through and make the items that she would then sell. I wish it would be such that I could, sell the Star Wars figures. That'd be great. I would love doing that. But I don't know if that is actually going to happen. Anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome into this stream. If you've not noticed, at the top here, I'm clearly wearing a Maker Deck hat. I have not yet shaved. It will happen. Yeah, there's this face is not going to sell the logo, unfortunately. What about here? I'll do you one better. I got the Maker Deck hat and the Maker Deck coasters. So the Maker Deck coasters, of course, have the QR code. Not that I need to scan the QR code, but I thought, it's not a bad deal. Sure, I'll grab some coasters. So anyway, I got Maker Deck coasters and a hat. Jedi also got her shirt, her Maker Deck shirt. I don't know where the hell it went, but she does have one. You need a hat? Well, there you go, Photos Mint. Get on it. Speaking of getting on it, I'm attempting to print a duplicate Bib Fortuna. This Bib Fortuna here, not a bad bib. This is a Wexter Bib Fortuna bust, printed at 100% in Polymaker Polyterra PLA, which I do like, especially for the busts. I screwed up. I needed to put supports in the back, and I did not. So I'm trying to reprint it, and I've been running into other potential snags with the bamboo. Either way, I'm doing another Bib Fortuna to have and to hold busted. You need to fix the link. Oh, is there a link busted? Oh no. Something happened with it? What happened? Oh yeah, definitely. No, we don't have the there's no the coupon is no longer active. Ugh. But speaking of deals, there's a giveaway. Giving away some Polymaker filament tonight. Are you interested in some Polymaker filament? Bang ticket to enter, or bang enter. I love the fact that y'all don't hang out here for giveaways. I really appreciate that very much, because that ain't my thing. That's not why I want people following. It's not why I want people listening. That's me. It's my choice. So that way I get to reward the people who are here, as opposed to the people who are here just for a handout. So, cheers. Hey, Bob. Good to see you. Oh, here's another thing I printed last night. Yeah, Mark, you are here, even if I know I hear you, Mark. You are here. A lot of you are. Pretty much all of you are. Can you have both? Yes, possibly. Giveaways are a bonus. I totally agree. So this, I gotta tell you, the dragon clip that Big Fan posted yesterday is perfect. Throw away all your other filament clips. Throw away all the other filament clips that you have. Throw them away. This here is the clip. You can clip this video, sure. Yeah. So, by the way, Persico, you should never tell, and Barnacles would tell you the same thing, never tell a streamer that you're going to go watch another streamer. Never say that. That's not what you do. It's like saying, hey, I'm enjoying your party, but I'm going to go to another party. Yeah, just do it. You can lurk, you can hang out, you can make your choices, just, you don't need to tell anybody. Anyway, back to the dragon clip. This is a thing. It works really well, right? So, I mean, very, very, like, to the point where I'm basically chucking all my other filament clips. For real. You'll throw out your clips, but you're going to need to hit us up with that link. Okay, so let me see if I can find it. It was done by, it's a dragon clip. It was tweeted out yesterday, or not tweeted, shared yesterday by Big Fan. And I'm like, I'll look at it. You know, he finds some links. Never saw this before, but you insert the filament. See, I'll just grab it here. It's easy to insert the filament, and then there's tolerance, right? So then it's easy to clip on to any spool. It is the easiest that I've used to date, the cleanest that I've used to date, the most flexible I've used to date. So I'm going to be printing up even more of these overnight, for sure. I'll go watch some MakerDeck and then come back. Well, okay, here's the thing about MakerDeck. You can have it running side by side. You could be watching your favorite streamer and MakerDeck simultaneously. You don't even have to say it. It's a given. I assume it's a given. I assume. Anyway, I printed a ton of them overnight on MakerDeck. They would take 4 hours, as many as I printed, but I'm using the Polymaker Polyterra PLA in a dragon green, army green, right? This is a very dragon color, and so it works very, very well. There are different sizes and shapes that you can choose from. I chose the taller one, and the one where the ridges were even across the back. And this is easily out of all the clips, Bob, all the clips I've ever used, this is by far the best. And I've used 3 or 4 easily. And I'm like, this sucks, but I'm like, how else am I going to do it? This worked well, because the idea is you slide the filament in through there, but sometimes it's the hole that's produced isn't even across the border. It's too loose. This clamps down, so you've got some amount of give there. And of course, this is also a clamp, right? So it's perfect. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you, this is perfect. Jay Bravo says, that's what I'm doing, you psychic. Well, that's what I'm here for. So have fun with it. Print them out. I'd be curious to know what you think if you print them out. I mean, print out one, right? You don't need to spend, more than 10, 20 minutes on one of these things. Try it, and you'll see exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's the dragon, or nothing else. Pink printed out some clips, and to be honest, they were mad. See, I've tried different clamps or clips, and none of them, I've printed out more than a few, but I'm ready to chuck them. I'm like, yeah, no, this is not, They work well, but not well enough. This is by far... Hey, Mr. Winston. Hey, Mr. Winston. Just talking about my clamps. My dragon clamps. Not mine. I did not design them. They are meant to clamp the filament. They were more of a pain. They were useful. Yeah, I mean that's the problem with practical prints, right? If they're too painful and they're not useful enough, you just want to chuck them. Bang ticket to enter or bang enter. What do you need? The clamp filament? No, Jack. When you have a spool that you're not printing with anymore, you need a way to keep the filament from just unspooling and like going everywhere. So you need to use a clamp. And so this clamp basically keeps the filament from uncoiling. Bang ticket to enter. Or bang enter on this summer night. Dragon clips, a lot more issues than the filament. No, dude, nah, Rob. Dude, I'm telling you. There's no way. I'm using the Polyterra, so it's got flexibility anyway. You could use a roach clip if you wanted to. Okay, hang on. My Bib Fortuna, crap. It paused again at 4%. I have to check it. Hey, the official Tiki. Welcome in. Welcome to the Play Shop. Yeah, that's not how it works. You don't jump into someone's Twitch channel and then beg for subs. You're never gonna grow. You're never gonna go anywhere. That's not how it works. That's basically you're a spammer. That's not cool. I still welcome you here, but you know. There, yeah, thank you, Liz, for that. Hang on just a second. Jedi? Diana? Crap, I have to check the bamboo. I have to check it. Bang ticket to enter. We'll do the first giveaway. As soon as I return from checking the bamboo, because I don't have the remote camera working, because it doesn't work yet. One moment. No, I'm sorry. All troopers, may I have your attention? All troopers, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. I love attention. Huh. Well, it looks okay-ish. I'm not sure if it's going to turn out, but I'm going to have to keep a constant eye on that. A constant eye. Closing the giveaway. 3, 2, 1. Drawing a recipient. Liz. All right, Liz. You got the Polymaker. It's yours. You were drawn. So if you're going to redraw, okay. Fair enough, Liz. Drawing another recipient. 3, 2, 1. Stephen Bueller. Stephen Bueller. Stephen? Are you here for the giveaway? Steven, you are here. Please message Liz. I can think of very few. I mean, there are many of you who are deserving of free filament. But Steven, you are easily one of the people that I love seeing on MakerDeck. You're always printing things. You're always active. A lot of practical stuff. I appreciate seeing what you do because it's inspiring to me. Now, speaking of inspiring, you're all inspiring right now. We got New Future Tech, Kit Skyfire doing pieces for, what is it? Icosahedron. D-Wit's there. Lucky Kajit. Jay Bravo doing a BB-8 MMU. Yes. Westry 1 doing her Captain America shield, and Pink doing a secret print. Ooh. But here's the thing. Fotis Mints, if Fotis is still here, Fotis Mints is printing a Gore test print. We are seeing what I believe is an unreleased model, potentially from Fotis Mints, Gore, from Thor, Love and Thunder. Is that the title? Thor, Love and Thunder? The new Marvel movie coming out in July? I believe we are seeing something he has not yet released. You're watching being revealed in front of your very eyes, in front of your very eyes right here, live on MakerDeck, not on this channel, but on MakerDeck, a live, basically a model coming together. So I would assume it's Fotis Mint's model of Gore. Christian Bale playing Gore in that movie. That's one that we may end up seeing in theaters. The family and I may see that in theaters. Okay, so let's get that second giveaway going, huh? This is, I believe this is wherever Polymaker ships. That's where the giveaway goes. That's the first of 3 tonight. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Let's do this. Foop. There you go. And the second giveaway is open for one and all. One and all. It is open for you. Science! Glad you were able to swing in here very briefly. It's good to see you. Science, someone we rated the other night. I assume that's Balint. Yes. Bang ticket to enter or bang enter. Either one, I think, gets you in for that giveaway. You'll be back on MD once you tune the printer. No problem, Rob. No rush. We will be there. No rush at all. Now I'm curious to know what Pink is doing. What is Pink doing? What is Pink do? Curiouser and curiouser. What could Pink be doing? Check your deck if you've not already. I know it's a Friday evening. Low key, as opposed to Loki. Liz knows? Interesting. I will probably be printing some of your pen cups, right? Your cups, the ones that you uploaded to printables. Speaking of, let's browse Discord here in a check. Do I need to check right now? Because I'm actually going to load Discord for browsing the makes for today. Now that we got the second giveaway staged and ready to go. Starting with Decibel. Fotis sent you a sneak peek if you want to show it. Oh, okay. Well, oh, he did? I would only show, I don't want to show any kind of private messages right now. I can only browse what is in show and tell on the MakerDeck Discord server. I mean, that's just, otherwise you don't want to fiddle with anything like that. I'm very cautious. I'm very careful about that. All the private messages. Yeah, because all the private messages are basically me saying, dude, how come you're more minty than a bag of peppermints, Fotis Mint? How come that's the case? How come you're my favorite mint? Why? Decibel's done a tactile spiral vase. Pen cup. Very nice pen cup there. Hey, Muse. Don't see you very often. A bag of Fila mint. That's the favorite kind of mint for many of you. Paradox has done a cool penguin for a friend. Ignore the nasty build plate. No worries. Steven has got a time lapse there. Zip. Hoybot. Is show and tell allowed for a different type of 3D printer? Is that a... What kind of is that like a birth? Or is someone pregnant? Is that what that is? Omaha, I think I finally found a silk purple I'm in love with. That's a nice silk purple, dude. The Cali Dragon. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. I love the silk purple from Polymaker. Is that what it is? I'm curious to know. Yeah, Omaha even says, is that the kind that takes 9 months to print? Yes, exactly. Indeed, currently on the last few layers. Congratulations, Hoybot. Congratulations. Yeah, I think it is a sonogram, Pink. Because I remember we had Jedis. Venom Bust by Photos Mint. A lot of spaghetti from the failed support, but after removing it, the only thing messed up is the tip of the tongue, but you barely notice. Oh, okay. Well, I would say then that was a success. Venom. After the cleanup. Yeah, no, that doesn't look bad. Whoa, dude. It looks evil. Downright evil there, Pink. Evil. Hey, Mr. Winston posted a Darth Vader coaster, which is pretty cool. Hey, Mr. Winston also has a Photos Mint Forest Dragon in green translucent PETG. Good filament choice for the dragon. See, I'm all about the green for dragons for some reason. Oh no, you froze. Oh no, Liz froze. No. Hi from Germany. So not often. The right time works for me. Hey, happy to have you here, Muse. Very happy to have you here. Very happy. Ooh, we have a Stormtrooper helmet. Ooh, Director Grapes. Director Grapes was building some Lego sets, or a set the other day, Director Grapes. Yes, if Director Grapes is still here. That's a nice Stormtrooper helmet. It's a little elongated for me, but that might be worth the print. Where'd you get that model? I think someone else printed that model too. Like, I would print like a ton of the Stormtrooper helmets, you know? Although, like I said, it's a little elongated. Cali Dragon in the garden. Nice, Liz. Nice. Trying to grow 3PO's body. Oh, okay. Well, that is one way to do it. First layer of paint drying now. Venom is looking pretty good. Yeah, Pink, yes. All right, Photos Mint. Check that out, Photos Mint. Pink painting your dragon there. Great job. Fantastic job there, Pink. Decibel. WIP, work in progress, Arduino-controlled turntable. It is alive. Still waiting on a stepper motor. Curse you, Australia Post. I have no control over that. By the way, I think I need to put eye drops in. Here's why. Y'all didn't even notice. You didn't even notice this. I have new glasses. So give me a second. Let me grab. Okay, so Photos Mint. Can I put that image? Because I'm being very careful about this. Can I put this image in Show and Tell on Discord, on that in the Discord channel, and then pop up Discord again? Before I do, because I don't want to, I want to be very, very careful. I was able to grab it offline, so to speak. Oh, you were trying to? They're not ice cube oh, he said yes? Okay, thank you. Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you, Photos Mint. Thank you, Mr. Mintz. Let me drag it in there. New from Photos Mint. Printing live on there we go. Give me a second. I got an idea. You haven't, this is new. You haven't even, Photos Mint, oh, it releases tomorrow. You haven't even, hang on. You haven't even shared this anywhere else, right? If I'm not mistaken. Hey, happy Friday, Cheeky Demon. Good to see you. Bang ticket to enter. Bang enter. Only in your Discord. Okay, okay. I want to be very careful. There we go. It has been uploaded. The photo has been uploaded. Thank you, Photosmint. A Photosmint exclusive pre... It kind of is, Bob. It really is. It's a test print. So let's... speaking of makes, I've got the... now that I've shared that with everyone, let's see what we've got on the Twitters. Rui has come in with Google Fing, BB-8 glow-in-the-dark version of the USS Enterprise. Oh, look at that! The Google-fying, is that what it is? Google-ifying what is it called? The Google, what do they call it? The Mini, the Home Mini, or whatever it is. Yeah, the home costume. That's so funny. It's got Maker Deck stickers there. BB-8 alarm. Andrew Rogers, aka the Silver Sunbeam, is currently at Murph, as are many people. And the cool thing is, so that he's meeting Joel, and I've known Joel before a lot of you knew Joel. It's really funny. But he's wearing his Makers of the Universe shirt. So I thought it was pretty cool. So he's repping. In more ways than one, Silver Sunbeam is repping at Murph. Many people are, including Dewes. He's setting up shop there, so to speak, with Big Jono. So they're sharing a table together. And by the way, you know, seeing Murph happen, you know, it's providing some degree of direction for what Liz and I have been considering for an event here in Seattle, Pacific Northwest. Abby Brown, Abby Math, had a failure, but she called it a beautiful fail. Because look at this vase, but look at how it failed. It's actually kind of cool. This was a failure. This was a failure. I'm like, wow, that's a cool failure. It's a great failure. A PNW Printing Con, something like that. We would probably call it we'd call it like Maker Deck Alpha, Maker Deck IRL, Maker Deck, something like that. And it would be, you know, very much driven by people who enjoy this space, makers. I think it would have a content component to it as well. Liz showing off her thick 3PO as modded by Pink. Good job. You did this, Pink. Pink, you did this. Oh, you're only 3 hours away. Okay, that's really close. Here we go. Andrew Rogers, aka the Silver Sunbeam, also tweeted this and tagged MakerDeck. I'm glad he did. He's got a 3D printer in his hotel room. Doesn't everybody travel with their 3D printer? Look at that. That's kind of funny. I was like, it is pretty funny. Bob Carnes is asking if Liz wants tips, tricks, pointers from the IRF organizers. Yes. And as Liz contextualizes, I in the past, I've produced events going all the way back to 2001. So we're not new to events. The only event that Liz and I produced together was Vlogger Fair that ran for like 4 or 5 years. So we're not strangers to it, but certainly part of what I think we're going to need to do is get feedback specifically from those in the maker community to make sure that what we're doing falls in line with not just expectations, but really doing something that plays nicely with the community. And I was even very careful in even with MakerDeck, trying to do something that wasn't going to, you know, fly in the face of, you know, how people would perceive it, right? Perceive an effort like MakerDeck. But yeah, we're always up for feedback. Always up for feedback. Photosmith says, I'll go if Bob goes. Well, where Bob goes. Well, Liz and Bob, I would assume y'all would swap stories, and even Krusty's been, an open book as far as that goes. We have not talked about it beyond, yeah, this is probably something we could figure out. I think I'd be able to work with a local partner like Microsoft or Amazon to find space. It would be in Seattle. There's no doubt it would be in Seattle. The only when I ran Gnome decks, 7 of the 10 years were in. No, I'm sorry. 5 of the 10 years? No, 6 of the 10 years were in Seattle, and Vlogger Fair was all in Seattle, and then Galaxar, it was in a Seattle suburb. So but the PNW. So we're thinking about doing like a MakerDeck IRL kind of a thing. I don't know if I can put a finer point on it to get some interest from a venue. It would be possible to do. Plus Seattle's a more of a major hub for people to get in and out of. It's kind of a place that's not an unknown quantity, an unknown variable. But yeah, Bob, seriously. I mean, I even toyed with the idea of doing like a not a steering committee, not a committee, so to speak, like not a board of directors, but like basically like a advisory board from people that have had experience in this on the scene to make sure that we're making the right decisions and we're making the right connections to be as community friendly as we can. Because the last thing we would want to do is do a misstep. We have event experience. I have yet to lose money on doing an event, and I say that because events are very expensive to produce, extremely expensive to produce. You have to pay, for venues and setup and making sure things are working, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Load up printers in the RV and go. Well, there you go. Liz Bradshaw also tweeting the interview that I did with More and More. She listened to that recently, and she liked it. So she's usually my bozo filter. She'll tell me. She'll be the first to tell me, you did this wrong, you did this right, etc. Subsector tweeting out that she was printing Garfield's teddy bear Pookie on the Focus. Hey, Westery One, good to see you. I think we haven't gotten to your tweet yet. You had a couple of tweets today. Subsector also did. Wait, where's... No, I know we tweeted. Oh, we passed 1,700 followers last night on MakerDeck. So this is the Starship Maker Prize instead of the Enterprise. By the way, I watched... last night I watched Strange New Worlds and loved it. Loved it. And I think this brings us to... Yeah, this is where we were yesterday. Correct? Where is... No, Westry, you had a couple of tweets in here. Give me a second. Where is... Oh, I'm sorry. I missed... I thought I did. All right, Westry. Give me a second. Let me hit refresh here. Giving you your due. There you go. Sarah, thank you so much for your support. It is very appreciated. Seriously, thank you for tagging. Thank you for linking. It is very appreciated. It's helpful. You never know how someone's going to discover. You never really know. By the way, we're giving away filament tonight on this very quiet summer evening. We've got Bang Ticket Enter or Bang Enter. My print is about to finish here. The stand for the Bib Fortuna that hopefully will finish printing. Hopefully. Damn, it's 19 hours flight for me to go to Seattle. That is a long time, Photosmint. That is a long, long time. In a galaxy that seems like it's far away. Westry One, here's the thing. I will bend over backwards for other people. Westry One. Seriously, if you make the effort seriously, I wish I could express this deeply. Like, I mean, I am expressing it deeply. Deeply enough for you to understand that this is not... I recognize when people make gestures. The gestures that people make are not lost on me, right? So, you know, when I recognize that you are a part of that circle, I want to do what I can to keep that circle going and flowing. And so thank you in these early months of MakerDeck. We're still on the road, the path to partner. So thank you for having MakerDeck loaded and running. Thank you for checking your deck. The camera's oh, it is frozen. It finished printing and it froze. Interesting. Okay, let's try this. Is it frozen now? Waving. Yep, not frozen. Not frozen. Let it go. Oh, God! No sooner does my camera freeze than Twitch crashes. All right, I don't know. Is it serious? Wasn't there like a sunspot the other day? Didn't the sun like emit some kind of wacky... Oh, Linus is live. Didn't the sunspots, wacky things happen? Didn't that happen? I swear that happened the other day. I'm going to change my filament here. I'm going to do a Perillo coin. Seriously, the solar flare, that's what it was. Not a sunspot. Solar flare, yeah. Like, things have been weird. Like, for the past day, it's been weird here. You have a mod going on almost every printer, so I'm not on deck. Oh, come on, Gray Fox, come on. Twitch was acting up for you badly last night. Yeah, Feisty Kitty is just weird how it works that way. I need to check. I got my deck is checked. I've got to wait for this filament to change. I'm still here. Let me show you here. That. Clip the end off. Show you how easy it is to use the dragon clip. Right. So you clamp on the side, right? And then, oops, did not mean to do that. And then you feed the filament through whichever diameter filament you need, and it's tight. It is so tight, nice and tight. And you set it down there. But the beautiful thing is it clamps on so quickly, so easy, better than anything. And it's not loose at all. Audio. Oh, you watched the episode of Kenobi last night. Yes. Kenobi was epic. But anyway, the dragon clip worked so well. Oh, hang on. I don't have the link right now, Ryu. Someone can post it. We were sharing it earlier. But these clips are the dragon clips are easily. And by the way, I thank Big Fan, who's not here tonight. Thank you, Kieran, for that. So easy. The best clips. I'm getting rid of all my other clips. Not a joke. I'm printing more of these tonight overnight on MakerDeck. Hey, Jedi. I'm going to get this second filament loaded here. I'm almost out of the Polymaker White. By the way, these were the previous clips I was using. These were okay, but these are going to get upcycled. Diana, I think, maybe streaming on MakerDeck as she tries to melt filament down into other things. Hey, Jedi, how's that Bib Fortuna looking downstairs? Thank you. Crap. It's not inserting. Come on, there we go. Ow. Didn't quite make it. It's gonna take a while to go through. I'm gonna have to redo that one. He beat on Vader hard. Yes, but that was so amazing, Gray Fox. Seattle flight's usually 6 hours. Well, you're on the same continent, though. Retry this. This will be easier. There we go. It's doing well? How's it doing well? Like, does it look... Does the infill look even? Okay, are you sure? Okay, I believe you. I have to check anyway, because I have to go... Oh, he was his master. No, Gray Fox. It was clear he was his master. That's right, Seahorse. Drop the ticket. Drop the enter. I'm going to get the the Perillo coin going because I don't have a lot of the white filament left. I think I have two coins that I could get through. You can see it pooping here. My printer pooping. It's printer poop. The Bib Fortuna stand. I'm printing the Bib Fortuna on the Bamboo, unfortunately, because the software is not quite ready yet. It's difficult to broadcast what's printing on the Bamboo, into the stream or onto MakerDeck. I'm standing up because I'm getting ready to do that. We'll say the color's correct. Let's return. Let's get a Perillo coin going. Bird whistle frame. Where's the Perillo coin? I thought I had one at the top. Maybe not. I got a Baby Yoda, but I don't know if I've got enough for the pure white Baby Yoda. Catapult, String Art, Perillo coin. There we go. If you type in bang coin, !coin in chat, you'll get a link to the coin. I don't have I found one, but it wasn't a Boba Fett bust. Well, no, I'm sorry. It was a Mandalorian bust, but the head was like smaller, just like I didn't find. Big Fan again found a Tusken Raider bust, but the head is like smaller than the rest of the body. It's like out of proportion, and I'm not sure if I'm going to print it yet. I don't yet know. Oh, my life is an alpha, honestly. By the way, I would like to get back to talking about the some ideas for the event, if you will, that we've been kicking around, just to get kind of a gut check. Sorry for having to refocus that there live and in real time. I will be back in a moment. Bang ticket to enter. We'll do the second giveaway of the evening, courtesy of Polymaker.
Don't know the power of the Perillo side of the Force. It's not so much dark as it is weird. Like, it really gets weird in here. So weird.
Thank you for subscribing. I knew you could do it. All right. Got the Perillo coin going. Here we go. Drawing the recipient in 3, 2, 1. Feisty Kitty 42. One of my favorite kitties of all time. Of all time! Feisty Kitty. You just got some Polymaker filament. Holy crap! See, that's the beauty of doing giveaways but not telling anybody when we're doing giveaways, to make sure we're rewarding the right people. All y'all are the right people. All y'all. All right, I'm gonna move this. I gotta keep an eye on the white right now. That white is definitely... Let me move this back a tiny bit. Shoot. My white... It's running down. Yeah, I'm running down the whites. Fails? Fails? What fails? Oh, fails. Fail Friday? You want me to look at some fails? I was going to talk about the... So here's my idea. So Bob... Hey, Dark Toy Lord. It is good to see you. You sure you don't want me to announce that you're doing... Yes, Red, don't announce it. Don't announce it. Feisty Kitty, please message Pez Liz. She'll get the details. And, of course, when you get it, we'd appreciate a tweet tagging everybody. You don't have to burp if you don't want to. I mean, bonus points if you do. Let's get the third and final Polymaker giveaway going here. Can't take that Bob guy anywhere. So my thoughts, back in the day... I ran an event called Gnome Decks, and this ran for 10 years. And we had some amazing people on stage. But Gnome Decks, basically, we identified people that were doing inspirational stuff. Eventually, that's, the people that others looked up to. What I'm thinking to do with a Maker Deck IRL, for the lack of a better word, right? For lack of a better term, because I think I would call it, Maker Deck, because it's true to what Maker Deck is, right? It's 24/7. People may understand it. They can look at it anytime. They can join. They can follow. It makes sense. It's a part of that. But IRL would basically mean, in real life, right? Like physically. So it's a different manifestation of, God bless it. It's a different manifestation. No, I wouldn't call it Maker Deck Live. Because Maker Deck is live. I wouldn't call it that. I'd be inclined to just call it Maker Deck IRL. Because it would be an event, a physical event. So it's a separation from the virtual to IRL. So what I'd be thinking about doing is not just having kind of an expo floor where people could have a booth or, a thing, and you got sponsors and all that, but specifically having a track for, whether it's kind of a fireside thing or just a solo speaker, where we would invite people who have notoriety in the greater community, like a, and I'm saying these names because people like Joel Telling, who I've known for years, who has said, "Let me know, when it happens." Joel and I go back, but we would say like Joel Telling at 9 a.m. is talking on stage about what it takes to do videos on YouTube and making on YouTube, and what it takes to be, to do what he does. Kind of serving as inspirational content. So the content track would specifically be listening to fellow makers who also happen to be content creators. So I feel that would be the crux of it. I mean, eventually, if it works, we'd be able to line up, special announcements from various vendors and, all that kind of thing. We're not at that point. But I think to do a Maker Deck IRL, I feel that the crux of it would be elevating the people who have notoriety in creating content on various platforms and are known for that, and they would be the content portion of the event. And then, of course, much like every event, it would be about networking. It'd be about making connections. It'd be about pressing the flesh and meeting each other IRL. And much like, ERF or MERF or anything like that, certainly, but in the Pacific Northwest, my neck of the woods. Oh, you're going to have to get the Polylite Silk Lime. Hang on, Feisty Kitty. You are going to love it. Seriously, you're going to love it. No joke. I need more excuses to print with this. Because I love the color. It is such a good color. Yes, King Crafts. So the idea of a Jabba. Yes, Pezlet. Why did I not think of that? Maybe I'll do a 50% Jabba, Flexi Jabba, the Wexter Flexi Jabba. Maybe I'll try that one, Liz. Now that you mention it. You love the silver, chrome, and purple. Yeah, all the silks. All the Polymaker silks are solid. Sorry, Bob probably fell asleep in saying all that. I love the chrome too, Westery One. I probably like the chrome more than I like the silver, personally. But Diana likes the silver. So the idea behind a Maker Deck IRL would be that. The expo where, makers can showcase their wares, vendors can showcase their wares, you got the sponsor stuff, but the content track, the draw, if you will, beyond, coming together, would be listening to people who have notoriety. You're old but not asleep at 7 p.m. Oh, I'm getting there, Bob. I am getting there. Slowly but surely. But a content track like that, but specifically the content track would be focused on the makers who are also content creators. That would be the focus at this stage, because other events have their other focuses and everything like that. Not to say that we wouldn't have anything special beyond that, but I feel that would be a good foundation for something. And I know of at least 2, if not 3 people who have notoriety who live in the Pacific Northwest. Notoriety from the people who create content online and are known for, I do this, I do that, I have this show, I do this stream, I whatever. One of them would be Bill Doran, right? Punished Props is from here, and Joel Telling from here. Those are the 2 kinds of content creators that I'd be thinking of. Do we get 1 or 2 roving feeds of Maker Deck for those who can't participate in person? That would be the hope, Bob. So what we would probably try to do is Maker Deck would still be going, right? People would still be printing. The people who couldn't make it, physically, geophysically, would be, we'd still have to have an admin operating, but the idea would be that one of the squares would be whatever was happening on stage at the time, right? So we'd be not breaking a rule, but normally no faces, no voices, or whatever. But during that time, it would be what was happening on stage, but also everybody else who was making. So Maker Deck would still continue as a stream. Great way to pick up new makers and to increase awareness, but dovetail with an IRL kind of thing. And the bottom line is, for a first event, as long as we don't lose money, we're good. That's my number one concern, is not losing the money. So I've got a couple people that I want to talk to about that. No, I don't want to. I don't know if I think Maker Deck should be the most powerful entity in the galaxy, because honestly, Maker Deck is powered by everybody. It's when we come together that's where the value. Oh, hang on, that's a Vader time. Maker Deck will soon become the most powerful entity in the galaxy. By the way, y'all didn't even notice. These are new lenses. Can Maker Deck beat Vader? Possibly. No, Vader would kick the crap out of Maker Deck right now because he's pretty strong. Maker Dick is getting stronger by the day. So anyway, new prescription lenses. I needed an update for my left eye specifically, and I'm still getting used to it. I'm still like, I can see better further away now with this new prescription in my left eye. Further away is far sharper than it has been for a year. Up close, I'm still adjusting. Like, these aren't bifocals, they're progressives, so it's a different prescription throughout the lens. A little stronger in both the left and the right eye, but like immediately when I was testing like one or the other, I noticed immediately that I could see better further away. But like I'm feeling the head thing, like, okay, new prescription lens. I probably need to put in some eye drops. Vader can pull ships out of the sky. Yes, he can. Yes, he can, and he will. Dude, the entire Kenobi series was sick. Like, I don't understand any complaint about the Kenobi series. I don't. I legit don't. Because it was fantastic. Fun trying to do stairs the first few weeks with progressives. I can do it. I can handle the stairs. I can handle the screen. I can handle the stairs. The thing I was having an issue with was distance. So this new prescription is better for distance for me. But I'm not sure how well it's going to work for me up close at a computer screen. Because I'm noticing that up close, it's a little more challenging. So my eyes are going to need a little more adjustment to that. I will say that, like, I have to look at the text pretty much spot on in order to see something clearly. But the beauty is that further away, it is much sharper than it was before. You could almost call him a stair master. You could. Stairs I can navigate. It was the screens. For the reason I ended up going with progressives is because I was having a problem focusing up close. So I will say that up close, it's still a little blurry for me. So I have to get better at tilting my head up in order to see text clearly. Hey, Jerry. Good to see you. Happy Friday. The Vader ship pull was very Star Wars Unleashed. Yeah, Gray Fox, wasn't that Starkiller who did that? Wasn't it Starkiller? I could be wrong. That's right, we do have a giveaway going. Okay, too late. Oh. So we do have a giveaway going. Bang ticket to enter or bang enter. You don't remember, but it was BA, then it was BA now. BA. BA? BA Baracus? Oh, yeah, badass. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I feel you. So anyway, my eyes are adjusting up close. They're getting used to things up close. I feel I will fully adjust, but not immediately. Immediately, I can see clearer further away, which is a big deal. Because like if I'm laying in bed, I'm watching TV, things were always blurry for me. Now they're not blurry for me. But up close, now they're blurry for me. So it's like, So I don't know if what I may end up doing, honestly, is at the desk, I may end up having my glasses at the desk here in this environment. And then, when I'm away from the desk, I may put on the new ones, right? The new ones. So it's just a matter of adjustment for the new, figuring out where things are sharper or where things are blurrier, or having to look through things, or having to look through the lenses, a certain way. Bang ticket to enter, or bang enter. I have to give give me a second. I gotta. Doorbell's gonna ring. We've been watching neighbor's home for packages, so I have to give a package to him. Is that coming together? Okay, I guess it is. We'll get 2 coins out of this. Okay, so BRB, get those tickets in. Okay, I gave the package to my neighbor, but I have to pee, so I'll BRB. Do you have the time to listen to me whine? You obviously do, and thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Scrape them off, Jim! Sorry about that. I keep disappearing. Good night, Photos Mint. Hello, the free heathen. We got a giveaway. One more giveaway for tonight, Friday evening. What the heck? Oh yeah. As I continue to print the coin. So other than that, I don't really want to get into everything else that's been on my mind. Ouch. But because we would definitely go down a path that I probably should not be going down. Okay, fails. Fine. Hey, Darth Gallum. Good to see you. Am I okay? I'm fine. Thank you. Let's see here. What do I need to do? I need to load Discord then. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That was silly. This is what I needed to do. I had weird dreams last night. Very weird dreams. We're gonna browse some fails. I don't know where we last left off though with the fails, unfortunately. So this is gonna be very difficult. Hello, Darth Gallum from Murph. Are you having fun at Murph? I guess tomorrow is when Murph really picks up, correct? That's when Murph really takes off, tomorrow. Looks like Chem Nerd bumped the Raspberry Pi, somehow caused a loose connection in the middle of the... Oh, no. Oh, no. Lost a few hours of Flexi. Wow. Ryu. Oh, no. That is not fun to wake up to. I see a couple of the can opener things. Steven did a 400 size, 400X Cali Dragon, 400%. Oh, it looks like, it didn't make it all the way? Oh, man. Oh, extrusion. Oh, yeah, I see that. Extrusion was a little wonky. Alucard, a.k.a. Dracula, backwards, Alucard. Yes and yes. Well, Darth Gallum, I hope you and everybody else has fun out there. I hope you're able to connect with other people. All you fellow Maker Deckers. Oh, you're so-and-so. Oh, you're such and such. Overnight print failed, lack of enough filament. Oh, yeah, that happens. I've run into that a couple times. Director Gapes started a small Stormtrooper helmet. Did not quite make it all the way. King Crafts. acrylic without proper backing on the laser, and forgot to move the back plastic coating. Oh no! Oh no! Yikes. Forget extra walls, but I don't know why he decides to print no walls at this point. Also increase smooth costing flow from 5 to 10. I can see the infill. Extruder cuts off the material. Oh, man. Poor booty 3PO fellow. Oh, that's a failed booty 3PO. Failed booty. That's a bad booty there. You were on Dan's stream a bit. I saw Dan briefly. I saw the camera pointed outward, but I didn't know what was going on. I was listening. He was explaining, I think, Twitch to somebody instead of YouTube. He was explaining Twitch. That's what I heard. Oh, there's the filament or the fail of the Palpatine. Sorry, I scrolled right past that. Saved fail. Well, mostly. His hands are a little worse for wear. J Bravo, Cali Dragon. Using up old filament, you play with Destiny on your print. Purple and skin filament don't play nice. Oof. Sorry about that, J Bravo. RC Maniac. Had my own dragon issues trying to reprint the head so I can glue it to the body. Well, there you go. Salvaging that. That's right, Stephen. C. Thickpio. Filament tangled in the spool. I've had that happen, too. Oh, yeah. Yep, I've had that happen. Lucky Khajiit. It worked, but didn't. Aired onto a thermal runaway. Oh, boy. Well, at least it was a calibration cube. And then we've seen these images from Liz. Red. The dragon had a bit of an accident. Just a tiny bit of an accident. Just a skosh. A slight accident. Bang ticket to enter. Or bang enter. Gets you entered into this week's filament giveaway. Courtesy of Polymaker. You've had 2 3PO fails, but never the butt. Oh, so the butt always survives. Fair enough. He's just laying down and sitting up. That's all. Fair enough. Hello, Mighty Bean. I hope you are feeling very beanish today. If not mighty. No, Baby definitely did not have back. Baby abdicated back. I think I got enough of this white filament here, the remainder of the spool, for like one more coin, possibly. Just to run the filament down. It's a nice white, the PLA Pro white from Polymaker is really good. Darth Gallum, even though he's traveled to Murph, is still bang entering. Oh. Now, did your brother also make it to Murph? We were talking earlier. Hey, Storm Fist, good to see you. We were talking briefly about not Murph or Earth, but producing an event here in the Pacific Northwest. A little closer to home for those who live out here. Mighty Bean, are you related to Mighty Taco? That is a good question. Inquiring minds want to know. Perf? No, it would not be an Earth. It would not be Earth. It would not be Earth. It'd be MakerDeck IRL. That would not be... Oh, Stone Monkey is here, too. Okay, good. I'd be curious about that. What about East Coast crew? Well, East Coast is... that's Earth. Earth is East Coast. Isn't that East Coast instead of Murph being Midwest? Maryland, I guess, is the closest. Ow, ow, ow. Welcome to Earth, Will Smith. Probably after slapping you. Good one, Omaha. Good one. Very contemporary there. Omaha, by the way, we're giving away some filaments tonight. Polymaker filaments. Bang ticket to enter. Or bang enter. There's also Maker Faire coming up in Orlando in November. Yeah, Maker Faire is a thing. I thought it was a thing up here in Seattle too. I remember it happening at the same time as what was it? Vlogger Fair and Maker Faire happening simultaneously, I think. No, it's not. It wouldn't be an ERF. It would not be ERF at all. It would not be. It'd be, I would call it like MakerDeck IRL. Very community friendly, but I don't want the legacy of like, well, this is not like ERF. And like, I don't want people comparing it. That's always a challenge, especially when you're trying something new and different. I don't want there to be any confusion. Playlist Live had events on both coasts. They did. Oh, wait. I thought they were in California. Did they not? I guess they were East Coast then. Liz would know about Playlist. I don't think people would be building Lego at Murph. No, probably not. That'd be pretty cool, though, to get Lego rep. It would be cool. I know someone who works for a Lego Group, but his territory's in Florida, not in the Pacific Northwest. But he may be able to connect us with somebody. Anaheim is VidCon. VidCon's happening right now, yes. Missed that too. I was invited to like one of the first, if not the first VidCon. Not MakerDeck. Gnome Decks was happening the same weekend. The same weekend. No, Red. I would still call it MakerDeck IRL. I really would. I mean, the thing is, I'm not saying this is a problem, but the challenge that we had, not just with Gnome Decks, not just with Vlogger Fair, not just with Galaxar, we would have the event, and then they disappeared. It was just about the event. And there was nothing ever to dovetail it. Well, to me, part of dovetail... No, I would not call it MakerDecks. I would call it MakerDeck IRL. It would be the same word. It'd be the same name. The same word, same name, etc. Like, it would just be IRL. Red's just afraid to fly to Seattle. Seattle's it's a different territory for sure. But the problem with any event is you create this sense of and I'd imagine the same. I mean, it always held true for any event we did. Vlogger Fair, to a certain degree. Gnome Decks, definitely. People still. Wow, did not mean to zoom in that far. People on LinkedIn still talk about Gnome Decks years ago, because it's been 10 years. At least 10 years. Last Gnome Decks really happened in 2010. And it turned into a labor of love. And it made sense for the time, but it ran its course. And so there was that sense of belonging that I was never able to translate into something that worked online, because everyone kind of went back to their respective corners. But with MakerDeck 24/7 happening in a stream, it makes much more sense to dovetail what's happening now in real time right now on the MakerDeck Twitch channel, which I assume everyone's watching, assume everyone has loaded. It made much more sense, or it makes much more sense, to use the same name but just add IRL as a suffix to separate it. I wouldn't confuse it. I would not come up with a different name. I would not. I've done that before, and trust me, it's very confusing to a lot of people. This at least is like, oh, well, what is MakerDeck? Well, yeah, you watch the Twitch channel. Okay, MakerDeck IRL. There's a chance to capture that attention either way. So people would meet in real life, right? And come to an event in real life, but still can't call it MakerDeck Live. Cannot call it that. Cannot. And the reason why is because MakerDeck's already live. Here's the thing, Mighty Bean. I was never really into PAX, or Penny Arcade. I'm not a gamer. I do know, though, where it came from. I wouldn't say MakerDeck is a brand. It just makes sense to draft what it is to play into a different space. MakerDeck Alive. No, I think IRL is probably the most appropriate. Because people know that they can watch it live on Twitch, and we could stream into it. Anybody could stream into it. Anybody could be a part of it. Chris is embracing the mantra of think about how stupid the average person is and then realize that half of them are even dumber than that. Yes. Omaha, let me tell you, I have done a lot. I've produced 10 plus 5 plus 2... 17. At least in my life, 17 events. And when I say events, I mean events that people pay for, that take coordination, that take time and venues and everything. So I have produced a few events. And I'm telling you, I've made a lot of mistakes. And I'm telling you, this is the way. It's great ideas, good brainstorming. I would not call it Maker Decks either. I would not. I would not confuse it. Just call it Maker Deck. IRL. Not confusing. So then the website that you direct people to, when there's registration, you send them to a registration page, but you can embed the MakerDeck stream, certainly. You can push people to that. You can encourage people to follow, and then people would know, right? Oh, it's always happening 24/7. You don't have to it's not just an event, right? It is an event and beyond. Thank you, Red. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Appreciate your support. So, I've thought about this. Hey, Ono. I know that's not your name. Or is it your name? Ono Creates. Creates, definitely. We were just talking about events. Ono Creates. It's like an IRL funnel. Well, in many ways, the stream is. The MakerDeck stream 24/7 is an IRL funnel. It is. You get called that in public sometimes. Well, that's not a bad thing. I've been called Locker Gnome in public before. That's not a bad thing. People associate me with that old handle. Not as much as it used to be. But we've entered a different era. Unless it's, oh no, what did you do? I don't know where the name comes. Where does... By the way, if you're not following Ono Creates, you should. There's a reason the trigger is there to auto shout out. You want to talk about a maker. My God. Ono gets into it. Deeply. And I'm serious. One of these days, I'm like, okay, what's it going to take to do a diorama of stormtroopers playing in a park? What's it going to take? It was really nice seeing the variety of makers on MakerDeck. That's the thing, is having that variety is fun. It's the thing that keeps it dynamic. Learned that Ben Heck has been making videos on YouTube. Oh, dude, Ben Heck has been active for eons. Eons. I met him once at an event. Just once. Seemingly nice guy. Very quiet guy, but nice guy. Geek, certainly. There you go. Ono Creates. Jerry just gave you a follow. Yeah, Ben Heck has been around forever. Seemingly forever. For a long time. A long time. Yeah, I ain't had a bake for a girl in a long time. A long time. I think cooking's awesome. Got a picture in my Fogo wagon. Fogo? I said Fogo. Photo wagon. Haha, keep it poppin'. Yeah, she probably loved a honky tonk. Probably loved a honky tonk. You're still ready for another Star Wars diorama, looking for STLs for Scout Troopers to make a diorama for my diorama. Boy, I can talk tonight. For my desk at work. Do it. Do it. I have now printed one of what will likely be 2 Perillo coins. Oh yeah, this is a nice white. This is the nicest white I think I've printed with to date. Really nice white. This is the Polymaker PLA Pro clean, very white, extremely white, non-challenging white. Oh, apparently Liz is doing a call for makers on the deck. Check your deck, people, on this Friday evening in a summer when Murph is happening. Darth Gallon, we really appreciate checking in. Let's reprint this. I think I may have like 1 or 2 more Perillo coin in this. Because otherwise it'd be just running down. I'm not sure what other small white thing. Oh, I could have done a Death Star, a white Death Star. Maybe I'll try that next. Oh, you're pre-planning. Oh no. Okay, fair enough. Bang, ticket to enter. Or bang, enter. You need to unload some prints and that can jump on. Oh, no worries, Gray Fox. No rush. Maker Deck is always there. 24/7 for the past almost 3 months. Well, not almost. 2 months? 2 months, certainly. The 2-month mark has been passed. Like the torch. Here we go. Closing the giveaway in 3, 2, 1. Drawing a recipient in 3, 2, 1. Mighty Bean! Mighty Bean. How mighty are your beans? How mighty are Mighty's beans? Mr. Mighty. Mr. Mighty. Paging Mr. Mighty. Mr. Mighty, you have a telephone call at the front desk. That's right. We do need overnight prints. Mine are going to be the, my print is going to be the Dragon Clips. Mighty Bean, it pays. It pays in spades. You are getting some filament, my friend. You're getting some filament, my neighbor. Not next door neighbor. Beans, chili, rocket fuel. Ooh, chili, that sounds good. I haven't had chili in ages. I have beans every day. So there you go, Mighty Bean. Message Liz. I've got the biggest balls of them all. Spilled my balls. My balls just spilled. Okay, gonna eat my balls. Speaking of balls cereal, I have, tomorrow, I've got the cereal staged. Cannot wait for the Star Wars cereal. Dark Side Light Star Wars cereal. Jedi said that she wants to collect the box, so she will be collecting the box. Maker Deck was created 2 months, 11 days. Oh, so we're not quite at 3 months. Not quite. We will get there. You appreciate that Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Jerry! You and I cut from the same cloth, buddy. You remember. The voice was probably more like, Paging Mr. Herman, Mr. Pee-wee Herman, you have a telephone call at the front desk. From the basement of the Alamo, I remember very well. El Taco Meat, so good to see you. Saw you in last night's very epic Astro Canuck stream. Astro Canuck, by the way, has the best lurk command. If you ever see... Here, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Oh, no, Creates. Thank you so much for your support.
Creates just resubscribed for 3 months. Perillo
Thank you.
Saber 1, Perillo Saber 2, Perillo Saber 3.
You've ignited the saber. Daily Pone, good to see you. The ears are the bomb. You can print them for yourself if you want. Printed in Polymaker Army Green filament. The Polyterra filament. And then you basically use like a Velcro strap right there. What was I going to say? Now I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something. It was very important. I can't remember. It was important, though, and I cannot remember. Oh, Astro Canuck has the best lurk. If you go into Astro Canuck's stream and you do a bang lurk, the camera zooms in on his beard, and the Homer Simpson that normally goes into the bushes, the Homer Simpson fades into his beard when you lurk. So you lurk into his beard. It is so funny. Or as I told him last night, okay, I got to go to Beard. It was funny. Jerry says, I'm an honorary member of the Satan's Helpers. The what? Come again, Jerry? I missed that. Was that the, hang on, was that, did I miss the reference? Is that a Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Army Green, yes, the Poly-Light Green, more Army, really? No, this is the, Polyterra Army Green. Finished Ken, Call Me Ben, Obi, last night, Mighty Bean, I'm telling you. Kenobi was epic. Kenobi was fantastic. Kenobi was, oh my god. Like, if you're gonna watch, like, oh, what order should I watch the Star Wars movies? No. Watch shows and movies. That was the Motorcycle Gang. Oh, see, I barely remember. It's been so long, Jerry. So long since I saw it. But Pee-wee's Big Adventure is one of those shows that I would watch to this day. I would watch it with my daughter and have no reservations. Let's watch it. Come on, let's watch it. Tell them Large Marge sent you. Ah! And when they pulled the body from the twisted, burning wreck. Ah! Ah! I remember that. And the claymation. Tell them Large Marge sent you. Hey, Crack Pyrex, good to see you. Oh, you're reading the High Republic books. See, that's something I haven't started. The books is usually where they lose me, Daily Pwn. By the way, thank you, Matt, Ryan. I'm never gonna stop calling you Matt. I'm never gonna stop calling you Matt, Ryan. Thank you for messaging me. It has been a tough day. It's been a tough day. They edited Large Marge out of the small town Illinois theater. Shut up, they did? Why? Dude, that was like the best part. It was the best part. Was that scary Large Marge? She was yes, Westery one. Yes. That was the best. Crack Pyrex just finished watching the Obi-Wan finale. Dude, what an epic finale. Ribs are almost done. Oh, Bob Carnes. Good luck with that. I have not yet found a good vegan alternative to ribs. Doesn't exist. Found good vegan alternatives to burgers, to chicken nuggets, to chicken to a certain degree, but not to ribs. Not to ribs. Although, if you did them, properly is the wrong word to use, but if you did them or prepared them well enough, jackfruit. I feel that jackfruit could take on ribs texture and flavor. I feel jackfruit would be an alternative. Trauma, Chris, childhood trauma. Yeah, I know. I hear you. My brother, one of my brothers, Adam, was always afraid of Superman 3, where the woman, the sister of, what was the Westco? Wasn't that the Nemesis? Wasn't that his name? Where she gets sucked into the computer and the computer like slaps thing, and then she opens her eyes and her eyes are silver. He was freaked out by that. I'm not sure if we were scared of Large Marge though. I'm not sure. Omaha had a really good recipe for seitan ribs. Seitan, maybe I just haven't had it prepared well enough. I don't know. Jury's still out on that. Seitan and tempeh. I don't know. We'll see. Jackfruit, I'm very happy with. Very happy. Mighty Bean said, dude, try jackfruit. We've been misled. What do you mean? Good or bad? Mighty Bean, the way that Diana has made... I wish she could come up here right now. She won't. But the way she's made jackfruit, she just did it yesterday. She just puts it in a pan, kind of does it up and everything, and I'm telling you, it's like pulled pork. I'm telling you. Oh man, Crack Pyrex. I think you just won the. I think you just won the internet. Crack Pyrex just won the internet. That was a good one. Hail Seitan. That was good. That needs to be a brand name for Seitan, right? Hail Seitan. I'm going to hell. Don't ever tune into me if you're expecting a puritanical stream, because it's never going to happen. I'll be family friendly. I have a family. I'm friendly. I ate it raw from the can. Oh, Mighty Bean, I'm saying this because I love you. That was a dumb idea. That was a really bad idea. Don't do that. Don't. Stop. Stop. No. Bad. Where's the newspaper? I don't have a newspaper. I'm gonna whack you with a Bib Fortuna. Bad. Bad. Mighty Bean. Bad Bean. Bad Bean. Go to your home. Go to your home. Go to your home. Bad Bean. Bad Bean. No. I didn't say to do that. I do that. You should not do that. Don't do that. Hang on just a second. Give me, Bean, can you give me a second? Bob Karn says, going to hell is not a bad thing. That's where all the fun people will be. Bob, I will see you there. I'll see you on the other side. We're going to hell in a handbasket. But at least we're enjoying the ride. That's right. I just pulled a Grateful Dead reference right out of my ass. ASCII art was amazing. Still is. ASCII art is a lost form of art, I feel. Can't go to hell, I'm out of vacation days. That's funny, too. Do as Chris says, not as Chris does. Exactly. Yes! This is when being an influencer backfires, Perillo. I know, I'm telling you, do not... Hang on just a second. One moment. Can you... Diana! Jedi! How can neither of them hear me right now? Jedi! Han! Oh my god, I have food! Free ice cream! See, I knew it. See, free. Did you hear it? Jedi was nowhere. Nowhere! Not. I need your mother. Why? Because she needs to explain to Mighty Bean how to prepare the jackfruit the way she prepared it.
Oh, it was so good.
I know it was so good, but you need to get your mom, because otherwise Mighty Bean's... Mighty Bean. Came for ice cream, ended up with a chore. Yes. No, there is no ice cream. I was saying that as a joke. The ice cream is a lie. Just like the cake. The cake is a lie too, so just FYI. Okay, no, Mighty Bean. No, those are not the rules. Steven, I can hear Jedi from Florida. Hang on just a second. There is no... Stop with the ice cream. It was... Because you weren't responding. Okay, I'm going to give you the microphone, Diana. I'm going to give you the mic... Everyone, you're not going to be able to hear me. You can't see Diana. You can see Jedi dancing in front of the TV. Diana, speaking to the microphone, tell Mighty Bean how you prepared the jackfruit. No, you have to hold this.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I do not sit on a...
First of all, I will answer the question once I get ice cream. Me too. I'll answer the question if I get ice cream.
That's not how it
And
works.
until then, crickets.
That's not how it works.
Crickets.
That is not how it works.
This is live news. We have interrupted for Breaking news! Chris Pirillo is the boringest guy in the world. He needs to get more honest. He's too funny for this world.
Thank you.
He is on live stream. He's on live stream on Twitch every 6 p.m. Pacific, and also he collects lots of Star Wars, which is too, I guess, a little weird.
Gray Fox says, let's see this ice cream.
I want ice cream. I want ice cream.
Everyone wants to see this ice cream. Now you're gonna have to pause the show, go to the store, get some ice cream, come back, feed it to us.
Feed it to you? Like what? Like,
Yes.
oh, I'll feed it to you. It ain't gonna be orally.
Okay, only because Mighty Bean asked. I will answer.
They have to say what they say.
Can't hear you, hon.
You have to do what they say.
Yep. Rules are rules.
Rules are rules. Rules are rules.
Can't change rules. Nobody can hear Daddy, so that's good. They can just hear us. Rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Okay, so actually what I did this time with the jackfruit was, do you remember the Impossible Burgers? I put those in the pan first. So like flipped them, made them all toasty, nice and brown, crisp. And then once that was done, right after I added the jackfruit. So it tasted a little bit like Impossible Burger. And then I added a little bit of salt and pepper, some Montreal chicken seasoning, and a little bit, what else did I add? Oh, of the sriracha salt. And I just kind of pan fried it, and make sure it's drained really well, almost dry. I forgot to say that. So open up the can, rewind, go back in time. Okay, make the rewind noise. We're rewinding. Oh, did you cut your finger? Didn't do that. Oh, you cut your finger on the can opener, on the can lid. You burnt yourself. Yes. Oh, you burnt yourself. Yes. Okay, so back to the can. Open up the can with the can opener. Okay.
Omaha
and then
Prince
drain
cheered
it.
X
Stick it in a
100 by the
strainer.
nice cream.
Make sure
Ya
it's
cheap taint.
super drained. Like almost super dry. Drip dry, drip dry. You can even put it on a little paper towel if you want, or just make sure it's super dry. Squeeze it out. I squeeze it out. Yeah, you can do it with your hands. You can put some gloves on if you don't want to touch it. Yeah, squeeze it. Squeeze. Get all the water out. Not like that. Towards down, to the drain. Yeah, like that. Yeah. And then once you kind of shred it, make sure all the pieces are disattached from each other, like a shredded, because they come in clumps.
Spiced High Kitty 42 cheered
Clumps
X
like
100 ice cream.
Okay. We interrupt this program to announce that we need ice cream. Oh, we got some bits for ice cream. 100 bits. 100 bits ice cream.
Dude.
Subsector 3D just gifted 5 subs.
Whoa! Hang on.
Subsector 3D gifted 5 tier 1 subs to Chris Pirillo. Wow, they've gifted a total of 85 in this channel.
Shout.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Shout out to...
Ona Creates cheered X 1000.
Hang on. Whoa, wait.
Oh, no, creates.
Thank you everybody for participating in the hype train.
If 3 of you guys shout out like 100 bits, then Daddy has to give us ice cream.
Great Fox
Robank
said
954 cheered X 100.
that should buy some ice cream. Oh, no, creates gifted 1,000 bits.
I agree. What's the name?
Dusk cheered X
Oh,
100.
no, creates.
Oh, no creates. I agree. No. Oh, no creates. Right? Is that right?
He does miniatures. Really detailed miniatures.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Oh no creates.
Why
Shout out to Oh No Creates.
You just got some people subscribe.
Faceless cheered X100.
Oh,
What
gifted.
kind of
They
ice
got
cream?
gifted. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, Pezless gifted 100 bits. Just cheered. Darth Gallum just cheered 100 bits. Rob ENC 954 just cheered 100 bits.
Wait, if you cheer 200 bits, then a surprise is gonna come. Someone cheer 200 bits, and they'll get a surprise. If they
Thank you,
cheer
everybody, for
100
participating in the hype train.
200
Feisty. Oh, look, the puppet came out.
puppet.
Feisty Kitty
Feist High
42
Kitty 42
cheered
just
100
subscribed.
bits. Omaha 3D Prince 100 buys them ice cream. Yeah. Yeah, cheapskate. I feel like I missed someone. All right, let's go back down. Feet on Lego. Mighty Bean, did I miss?
Dude, all I wanted you to do.
The Crisperillo-thon. Okay, so back to the can. So make sure it's super dry, and then once you put it in the pan, make sure you almost
Feist High
put
Kitty
it on
42 cheered
saute it,
X100.
like kind of brown,
High
and
cheer.
then I lower it to low heat and kind of let it sit there on the low heat until it really dries up, like what you don't want to do with real meat. Yeah, and make sure it's super dry. Feisty Kitty just cheered 100 more bits.
That means we have 100%.
Oh, Feisty Kitty 42.
100.
Yeah.
So that means you have to buy ice cream. That's
Oh, y'all might do a light battle challenge or a lightsaber battle challenge at level 5. Yeah, so then once it's really dry,
Are we on the level?
you just keep letting
Are we
it.
on a level?
We're level 3.
Thank you, everybody, for participating in the hype train.
Yeah, you let it kind of get dry and yummy and crisp. You could even like burn it if you want. Not all the way, but yeah, crispy. Yeah, you get it super crispy. Crispy, dry, and like gross, yucky, very blah, you know. Crispy.
Spot on. Spot on.
Hype. Yes, so, no.
Ona creates
No
cheered
way.
X200.
Oh, did someone make you fart? Oh no, creates cheered 100 bits. Double 100. He did a double 100 bits.
Hey, Diana, did you just literally say double
Yes.
100? I just want. Oh my
A
God,
double 100.
Diana, you did not just say double 100.
Omaha
Prince
3D
just
just
gifted 5
cheered
subs.
a quintuplet tier. Quintuplet tier. 1 subs. Wow.
Diana, hey, Diana.
Double hundo. Yeah, double hundo. I like
Di-
that.
First of all, it's 200.
No.
Second of
No, it's a double 100. 100. Look. Like, what did it say, baby? 100 and 100 and 100. So it's 2 100s.
Hang on, Omaha just
Oh, yes.
subs.
Back to Omaha. Omaha was. Oh, yeah.
Wait, can I talk to them?
Yeah. Jenny just made you fart. She's doing the fart. Yes. So thank you, Omaha 3D Prince. Wow. 5 subs. 5 subs. Omaha. Is Omaha from Nebraska?
Spot on. I meant the fart. Spot on.
Yeah.
I definitely have a spot in my underwear
And
now.
they can even make it like really long farts. Did you know that?
Wait, yeah.
They can... Level 4! Hype train! Okay, you pretend you're my voice. Talk like you're Diana. Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Diana. Oh. I I love Jedi. She's so cute and sweet, and her little everything is so cute. Even like everything, so cute. And I love my husband, Chris. He's so, out there. Okay, back to the chat. Oh, Omaha, I live here. Wait, he lives where? But technically from Ohio. Here, as in Washington? Or here, Nebraska? Shoes. Oh, yeah, I love shoes. Yes. Mark HNC knows me more than I know myself. What else do we want to talk about? Ooh, let's
creates
talk
shared
about... Oh,
X100. This is
oh
to
no,
guarantee Jedi
creates
gets ice cream.
just shared 100 bits. This is to guarantee Jedi gets ice cream. Woo! Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I thought Mad Cat USA said, I thought I was being weird in my stream today. Oh, Omaha. Yeah, he's from Nebraska. Level 4 on the edge. Woo! Hype train.
Bobcom's shared X100.
Are we in a level 5?
This is my screaming voice. Woo! Woo! He's too good at this.
Thank you everybody for participating in the hype train.
Bob Carnes just cheered 100 bits. Bob Carnes.
Does that mean that we get ice cream?
I think.
Yeah, I think that's
I think that's what it means, yeah.
Ryu _ just
what?
subscribed.
Okay, level 4 complete. Hype. Lego walk. Look,
5.
they're walking on Lego. We're walking on Lego. Woo. We're walking on Lego. Woo. Woo. Carnus.
If you guys cheer 100, 100
that does happen
bets,
every once in a
then
while.
I
That
have to walk
can't be
on
good.
Lego bricks.
No. Carnet.
No, me and Daddy had to walk on Lego bricks at the same time.
Not good. Carnet. Carnet means meat in Spanish.
Kieran _ Clark shared X100.
Do you know what C-3PO means in Spanish?
Hilarious. Is he making fun of me? Hilarious. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If you do 100 bits, then me and Daddy get to walk on Lego bricks at the same time. And whoever doesn't do the reaction, then one of us has to buy a whole can of ice cream.
Kieran Clark just cheered 100 bits. Woo! Chris has to carry Jedi over the Lego bricks.
Oma creates
My
shared
bean.
X100.
Oh,
Do it.
Oh no, creates just cheered 100 bits. Do it. Almost. We're like at a level 5. I mean, as soon as he gets to the 100%, right now we're at 23%.
Thank you everybody for participating in the hype train.
Yeah, then he has to walk and he gets to do the lightsaber challenge.
gets to-
Woo!
No,
How did you know I was gonna go? Woo!
Are we gonna? Me and Daddy are we gonna do the Lego brick challenge together?
Yes. Since this is my stream now, yes. You get to do what you want. Woo! Daddy loves that.
That does happen every once in a while. That can't be good.
All right. back to me.
Someone wants me to change the subject, so
Yes.
what should we talk about now?
Okay. Oh, the puppet came out. Puppet. Oh, like they can see my arm. Oh, they can see you back here. Hey, where's the camera? They can see my arm. Look. Oh, sorry. I forgot. I was, on the, yeah. Oh, thanks for the recipe, Diana, says Mighty Bean. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you just kind of have to drain it. Even with tofu, I make sure it's really drained, really dry. Baby, I didn't want to be on camera.
Feist High Kitty 42 just gifted 5 subs.
Icy Kitty 42 gifted
Wait, we got 100, right?
5 tier 1 subs. Yeah, we get to work on Lego.
Yay, me and Daddy.
Thank you everybody for participating in the hype train.
Wow. Thanks, Spicy Kitty 42. Whoop! Level 5 train a success. Oh no, Chris just died. Died. Why aren't you repeating what I'm saying? Died 4 times. Oh no, Creates. I don't know why. He just kind of died. Choo choo! Choo choo!
Get to do a Lego brick challenge.
Woo!
I'm walking on Lego bricks, Dad.
What does 4 stars mean?
Lego bricks. I said
I-
we get to walk on Lego bricks together.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Woo! You asked for that one.
Here you go. What you doing?
I'll turn you over to Chris.
Here you go. What you doing? What you doing? How does it feel?
All other Twitch streams
How you doing?
that you've been watching tonight are boring by comparison. They're boring. Let's face it. This has been the pinnacle of what might happen tonight on Twitch for many of us. Oh yeah, no, that's oh yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, I like the massage. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we gotta do the Lego bricks.
Together?
Yeah, I guess we have to do them together. Yeah, but you gotta do them barefoot, dude. That's how this is gonna work. And by the way, everybody, I'm sorry I missed so much chat. I'm good. I know. So I cover your mouth. Thank you. So I guess we have ice cream then coming. I can't get it tonight.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yes. I guess I got to get some ice cream. But
And you can have all of it.
oh, I can have a little. Thank you.
My sweetie.
Thank you.
Sweetie.
Thank you.
Sweetie.
That's great. That is just great.
You look so-
Hey, Bob Carnus. Carnes, Diana. What's Carnes? Diana has now run away for another year. Oh, I already know how this poll is going to turn out. I don't even need to look.
Dad,
The poll that's happening right now, I know how it's going to turn out. What?
you need to do the Lego
I'll do the Lego thing. I will do the Lego thing. But what was I going to say? I was going to tell you something. I can't remember what I was going to tell you. It was important, too. Oh, I have I have Mighty Bean, and many of us have Mighty Bean to thank, because if it wasn't for Mighty Bean talking about the jackfruit, or how jackfruit came up, we were talking ribs. Ribs started this. Bob, you started this. I think you were talking about ribs being finished, and they got on a jackfruit. Mighty Bean picked up jackfruit. I asked Diana how she made the jackfruit. that the conversation ensued. She came here. It was great. So congratulations. You've just started a new tradition here on the stream, which everybody seemed to have fun with. It was very extra mighty. Very extra mighty. I am walking apparently on Lego bricks, barefoot with Jedi.
Wait, I'm gonna go first.
We're gonna do a first thing. Okay, hang on, just a second. I have to hit the restroom first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move this over here. Okay. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Did Mommy run away? Where'd she go? Where did Mommy go? Oh, she did. She left. Okay, I gotta go to the restroom. Practice.
Don't know the power of the Perillo side of the Force. It's not so much dark as it is weird. Like, it really gets weird in here. So weird.
Thank you for subscribing. I knew you could do it.
I'm supposed to say that. Not you guys. Not you guys. I'm supposed to say that. Duh. Please send me emojis.
All troopers, may I have your attention? All troopers,
Thank you,
may I have your
Pez.
attention, please?
Thank you, Pez.
Thank you. I love attention. I don't know either. All right, so now we're gonna walk on Lego bricks.
Hey!
Are we gonna walk on Lego bricks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go.
And by the way, everybody, that was a little crazy. Thank you for keeping up. Thank you for. Apparently, I have to get ice cream tomorrow. Thank you for participating, everyone who did. Thank you, Omaha. Thank you, Feisty. Thank you, Ono. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Kieran. Hang on, honey. Thank you, Subsector. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Thank you. Could not have done it without all of you. All right, so we're gonna walk on some Lego bricks. Okay, so what are we doing here? How's this gonna work?
I'll give you
We're not gonna do it 10. We're not doing money. All right. Walk. I know you have the money. Walk. Go first. Go for it. Okay. Alright, so I'm not supposed to say I weigh a little more than you now, crap! Ow! 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 Oh! Ow! 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 What are you doing? Ow! Ow! Okay. battle? 5? Okay, so I guess we gotta do a lightsaber battle, everyone. Now! Alright, so you are witnessing probably one of the wildest ever streams we've done in a day. Alright, let's
I love you guys. You want to see how I can do a cartwheel?
Good job. I'm glad you did not whack your feet.
I did not. I don't even whack my feet.
I know you did. Alright, let's do
Let me
this.
turn
Hang on, turn on the light, but like we have to.
Do it in the dark. I know.
Yeah, I know. We gotta get it. Wait, I'm the dark saber. Okay, I'm the dark saber. Thank you. All right, here we go.
Light.
Oh, it turned off.
This is all the batteries.
No, it shouldn't have batteries.
I mean, like a little bit. Oh, damn it.
Whoa. Is it on demo?
I did
It's on demo, I think.
I couldn't even
Well, no, it's like it's on the demo, I think. Where's the switch? Here we go.
Sorry guys, we're having some technical difficulties. You ready? What? We have to go demo again.
Slice! I have defeated you!
I defeated you!
No, I defeated you! You couldn't cut my arm off. I defeated you first. I dehanded you. I dehanded you.
I have a necklace that can defeat me!
You what? What? Okay. What? So as I was saying, it's been a pretty quiet night. Not a lot happening around here, honestly. I apologize to everybody who's tuned in tonight and felt like, you weren't entertained or what we were doing was just mundane and routine. That was not my intention. Hang on, my ear needs to be readjusted. I was almost like a Yoda corn. Okay, there we go. I am better now. I'm gonna get another coin off here. So that happened. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was definitely lively. And now I guarantee both Jedi and Diana will be asking about ice cream until I get ice cream. So it seems that ice cream is in our future. That has pretty much been guaranteed. Totally wasted my money on those gift subs. Well, y'all, we've inadvertently created a thing where Diana comes up here and MCs. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I had fun. Hope everyone had fun. Frugal Fixer been dealing with Dad and his COVID. Oh no, Frugal Fixer. I hope you're doing well enough even with that. I hope he's on the mend, Frugal Fixer, for sure. Yeah, I agree, Pezliz. I thought the same thing before even seeing your comment there. Feisty Kitty, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. You never really know what's going to happen around here, ever. Like, if you think, oh, yeah, I've seen it, you know, we've seen this before. This is routine. Same old thing. No. No. That's not how it works. Ever. At all. At all. You're on the mend, much better. Awesome. Or he's on the mend. That's great. That is great news. That is fantastic news. IKEA, they're everywhere. No, there's no IKEA in the bedroom, Gray Fox, that I know of. Target, yes. We have some Target furniture in there, the shelves for sure. Same, but different. Yes. It's kind of that's the bend of our stream. Diana did not. I don't think you saw her. You saw her, you know, her body, standing off to the side, but you didn't see her face. Her face was protected from that because she hadn't been, made up and everything, and that's how she prefers to be on camera. Nothing wrong with that. Unless you're from the future, then you did already see it. True. We could always go back to the future. Sometimes Jedi knocks into some stuff she doesn't mean to. Little news, made an affiliate in 2 weeks. Not ready for it. Oh, hey, Frugal Fixer. Glad you're on your journey. Happy to be a part of it. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much, everybody, for your support of Maker Deck. Check your deck if you have not already. It'll be running all weekend long, 24/7, of course, naturally. It is there for you and everybody to see. I was gonna suggest for a raid, Director Grapes is continuing a Lego NES set, but it's he's got a BRB screen right now. He's BRBing, but Astrocanuck is also streaming right now. It'd been great. Last night he was doing a star thing. He was like stargazing, which is pretty cool. Polymaker Teal on deck. Ooh, that's a good color. Polymaker Teal. Oh, Jangs with Fred. Nice. Two really good people. Two amazing brick streamers. Brick streamers. Streamers. The streamers. We're all the streamers. There's so many good streamers to watch. So many. So many good ones to support. As well as you Maker Deck, being able to load it, or side load it. What would be the best word to use? What's the best term to use? Watching Maker Deck and other feeds simultaneously. The Arctic Teal, it is a beautiful thing, Omaha. By the way, Omaha, I don't know if I've had a chance to tell you as well, but thank you for your support of Maker Deck, the project. Thank you very much. It is very appreciated. It is not lost. Every person counts. Every person matters. So Director Grapes is back. Should we surprise him? Director Grapes, someone who's been very supportive of this channel, fellow fan of the brick. He's doing an NES build. He should be interacting with his chat. I would like to raid Director Grapes. Omaha's only been there for a week. Really? Shut up. Really? Omaha? For real? I did not know that. It felt like it does. It feels like longer. I guess I've gotten to see Omaha participate, and so yeah, that's actually a feather in your cap, Omaha. Thank you so much for your support. And yes, indeed, as Liz underscores, thank you for sharing too. Ono Creates, thank you. So we got another brick streamer, and by the way, Ono Creates, for whatever it's worth, I'm always looking for recommendations for raids. When I see someone streaming, I know, okay, this is who they are. We haven't rated them in a while. I'm always looking for new creators, especially makers. Ono Creates. So I'm always interested in introductions. For real. That's legit. Ono. That is legit. Liz wants me to talk about overnight makes. So if you've got a long make, speaking of Ono Creates, he is actually making on Maker Deck right now. Looks like he's kind of whittling away at, or carving away at a part of a diorama, like a model, part of what is this? Oh, it's a pre-plan. Liz may pull it full screen. Buana's doing a flexi elephant. Omaha's doing a flexi, does it say skink? Is that what it says? Got a 8-point fidget star. There we go. A power line diorama. That's what Ono. Now he's putting down his tools to potentially hit the keyboard. Whoa! Nice tattoos. Nice. My brother he's got his whole back and his arms are covered in tattoos. I never went that direction though. Foam, it is foam. Okay, fair enough. So you're seeing all kinds of makes here. Makes here on MakerDeck. Red-eyed crocodile skink. Okay, I learned something new. Look at that. Look at those tats. Ah, look at that. Ah. You know, one of these days, we're going to connect with a tattoo artist, right? On Twitch. And they're going to make they're going to be doing tattoos on me. I guarantee it's going to happen. Just count on it. It is going to happen. I don't know when. I know where, but I don't know when. Westbury one, what is MakerDeck? That's a great question. It's open 24/7. Just hang out, you'll find out. The easiest way to explain it is to watch. So thank you so much for doing just that. We're going to be rating Director Grapes, who has been a supporter. I don't think we've rated him yet. Obviously, he's a fan of the NES. I grew up with the NES. I also grew up with the Atari 2600. So I'm a fan of anybody who's a fan of Lego, of making, of geeking out. Certainly getting to know them for when they participate in here or there or in between. Pink volunteers as a person getting the tattoo. There you go, Pink. Overnight projects, very much welcome. If you do have a long print, they are very welcome on MakerDeck, especially overnight when sometimes it kind of slows down. It may dip. So if you're thinking, I've got a long print to do, feel free to throw it on MakerDeck. Or start a print. If you're like, I'm going to print a long print, but during the day it's kind of busy. No, you can do it overnight on MakerDeck. For real. Seriously. I'm printing overnight. Now, I have overnight prints. I'm going to be doing more of the dragon clips overnight. That'll take 8 hours when I slow it down to 50% just to keep something going. Something always happening here. Jay's Fix It 2600, same here. Yes. Just make sure Chris Perillo is not driving the Needler. No doubt about that. I will never make a tattoo. I will admire tattoos. Give me some prints to fall asleep to. There you go. Ono Creates uses it. Kind of as a visual ASMR. Omaha's 2 active prints are both multi-day. Nice! There you go. Multi-day, long overnight prints are very welcome on the MakerDeck. We're going to be raising, because he doesn't even know this is going to happen. Director Grapes, he's got a couple people watching, so we're going to give him a boost. Get him going. Get him like get him chatting. This is the thing. With people who only have a couple people watching, you got to get them chatting, engaged, right? Director Grapes has participated here. Not an unknown quantity. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the giveaways from Polymaker tonight. Thank you, Polymaker, for the support. I'll be using Polymaker to print overnight on MakerDeck. Thank you for tuning into MakerDeck, of course. Thank you for all your support. It is not one person behind it, several people behind it. It is not powered by one person, it's powered by you. So thank you so much for watching, tuning in, supporting, and making together. It makes it so much fun to tune into 24 hours a day. Here we go. I love you. I appreciate you, but at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It was kind of a not great day for some of us. If I gave a chance to help some escape, I feel that I've done what I could do for everyone today. So thank you for being here and helping me just lose myself in the moment in a day where I needed to lose myself in a moment. Thank you once again. I'll see you on MakerDeck. Here we go. Gonna Tuscan Raid. Get those Perillo Raid or Maker D1 Raid emotes ready. He's going to be surprised. We're going to be Tuscan raiding Director Grapes, a Lego brick builder, fellow fan of the community, and a geek. 3, 2, 1. And that is the raid. And the raid has happened. All right, Director, take it away. Who are you and what do you do? Here we go. There we go. There we go, director. There we go. Nice. Good raid.